back with On the Reel with Sugar. Yet again, got a very entertaining episode today. We're gonna dive into all there is about Batman, the Batman movies. There's a TV show, I'm not even gonna give shout outs there. We're gonna dissect all the movies, we're gonna talk about them. I'm gonna give you what my favorites were, the actors, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna dive into it. And I would be remiss if I did not mention the OG, Adam West from the TV show. He is the one that started it all with Batman. Obviously the comics were before, but Adam West on the screen, tremendous. If you never got to see his TV shows, I would 100% recommend you go back and take a look because they were very entertaining with the pow, the bam, the kablam on the screen when they punched. It was just a very entertaining atmosphere, especially as a kid growing up watching it. It was awesome. I know it was like a 60s, but I still enjoyed watching it. It's definitely something I recommend. One of the best Jokers, Cesar Romano, was another great Joker, so I would definitely take a look at him.
Come, my comic cohorts in crime!
Cinnamon likes to talk about what Batman's who's Batman. Well, we're gonna start off with my Batman. I'm jumping ahead, but it's the way I gotta do. The original, the OG, the original just Batman by Tim Burton with Michael Keaton playing Batman. The one that started it all movie-wise. It was a very, you didn't know what to expect going in. You didn't know how they were gonna go about it. You didn't know what kind of comic they were gonna build off of. You didn't know what they were really gonna do. And I felt like they delivered on all levels. It was a very entertaining aspect. I really enjoyed this movie. It is the one that really created the Batman craze. I guess you could even say it started the superhero craze other than Superman. Superman was before Batman, both DC, but those two really catapulted everything into the forefront, which is what we have today. Then we have Batman Returns, where Michelle Pfeiffer was voted the best Catwoman of all Catwomen. And that is another tremendous movie in the Batman genre. You have Danny DeVito as the Penguin. So you have just iconic characters, great actors and actresses playing the roles.
Great speech, Oswald.
Hey, my name is not Oswald. It's Penguin. I am not a human being. I am an animal.
Then we have Batman Returns. We have Batman and Robin. We have Batman Forever. Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. We wouldn't even talk about it. It's not even nothing worth talking about. It's just not there for you. It is not one I would recommend. It does have the Riddler, which was Jim Carrey. I felt like he was great as the Riddler, but the movie just misses.
Well, the least you could have done is let me in on the caper. We could have organized this, planned it, pre-sold the movie rights.
It just wasn't the right thing. I don't feel like Val Kilmer was the guy for Batman, in my opinion. Val Kilmer is known for me as Doc Holliday in Tombstone, so not Batman. And then we have George Clooney, as you have with Batman and Robin, where they try to play off the Robin relationship. Terrible. I'm sorry. Just a terrible aspect. Really didn't enjoy it. You had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. You had Poison Ivy in it. It just was not. There were so many characters. They even brought in Bane, and they didn't do Bane any justice. And it just wasn't a very good movie. So I did not enjoy that. Then we had Christopher Nolan, who really wanted to change things up. And he brought in the whole aspect of Batman Begins with Christian Bale, who is the second best Batman of all time. People may not like it, but Christian Bale, to me, was number 2. Michael Keaton, number 1. Batman Begins started an amazing trilogy. Batman Begins laid the foundation for what became, as you can see right next to me, Why So Serious? The Dark Knight. This movie is probably the best Batman movie, but it is not because of Batman. It is all because of this guy right here, Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker. It was just iconic. It is one of the greatest, I guess villain portrayals in a movie I've seen. I don't even know if you consider him a villain, because he's a bad guy, but he's not, I guess he would consider a villain, but his portrayal of the Joker was just amazing. It made the movie.
I thought my jokes were bad.
If he wasn't the Joker and it wasn't that good, Dark Knight wouldn't be that great. They came out with Dark Knight Returns after this, and they introduced Bane in a whole nother light. And I enjoyed Bane, but you couldn't hear anything he was talking. The voice was so mumbled. I loved Tom Hardy, who played Bane. I thought it was an interesting aspect the way they went, but you couldn't understand what he was saying. That was so messed up, and it didn't live up to what the Dark Knight was, which was a lot to follow because you didn't have the same type of villain. He wasn't able to make a cameo, which is unfortunate because his untimely death, and it was just not something that, it was entertaining, but it was to me it was the most lackluster of the three. And then you bring in Ben Affleck's Batman when it was Batman vs Superman, terrible movie. Then you had Batman in the Justice League, not very good. It wasn't very good either. So this all boils down to the original Batman of Michael Keaton being the best Batman there is, followed by Christian Bale. But the original Batman movie is number 2 to Dark Knight, all because of the portrayal of Heath Ledger. So Batman has been a timeless classic. We have the new Batman out, Robert Pattinson. I am not gonna lie, I am not a fan of Robert Pattinson because I do not think he's a great actor, but I'm willing to give him a chance because it is something that I think he can pull it off. We'll have to wait and see. Everybody will have to get their own opinion. I'm not a fan of his work on Twilight and all that stuff. I didn't think he was the right choice for Batman, but he could prove me wrong, which I hope he does, because Batman is going to continue being a staple in people's lives through comics, TV, movies, action figures, as you can see, just different, everything is going to be around, and I think it is something that is going to drive more people in. It is definitely an iconic figure. Batman and Superman, they go together. The leaders of the DC and the Justice League. So again, saying all that, the best Batman was Michael Keaton. Second best movie is the original. First best is The Dark Knight. If you really want to dive into it, start with that one. Actually start with Adam West's TV show, watch one season, then jump into the movies and watch them in order. It's very entertaining, make your own assumptions. Go out and enjoy, go see the new Batman, and let me know what you think. That is another episode of On the Reel with Sugar. I hope you enjoyed. We talked Batman this episode. Let me know your thoughts on Batman. Is he your favorite DC? He's not my favorite. My favorite's Flash. Really looking forward to the Flash movie. But let me know. You like Batman? You like Superman? Who you like? All right. See you next time.
I think you and I are destined to do this forever.